I think in the first half of this year, I think we can see $42, $43 an ounce silver. That's quite possible. There's a lot of exciting things shaping up in the silver market. Hello everybody, April 15th, 2011. Gold hit an all-time high today, $1,487, up 7.8% on the year. The Dow's up 6% on the year. And silver's up 39% since January 1st. 39%. 1 ounce silver hit $43 today. Quarters were $7.80, a silver quarter, 90% silver, real money. Silver dollars, $33. 50-cent piece, $15.60. Used to buy you good lunch back in the 60s. Yeah, still buy you good lunch now. Oil is actually falling. It's up in terms of paper monopoly money, but it's actually falling. This silver quarter would buy you a gallon of gas in 1960. It'll buy you almost 2 gallons of gas now. So in terms of real money, gasoline is actually falling over the last, 50 years. So silver's up. The big question is, what happens now? We need a big correction. You don't want things to just shoot straight up, then they come falling straight back down. We need a nice healthy correction, maybe 20%, something like that, 15 to 20%. I'm hoping we see retracement back to the 35 area. Looking out long term. This is a thing. You want to get in, you got some money, buy a couple ounces. Buy a couple more next week. Buy some more next month. Just slowly get into the silver market. Silver's going to continue to rise. It's almost, it's almost inevitable. It is inevitable with what's happening with the, with the money printing. The Federal Reserve is supposed to stop printing money in June. They're done with the QE2. So what happens then? They're buying 70% of the bonds right now. So if they step away, who's going to buy the U.S. debt? Who's going to keep us operating? Who is going to step in and fill in where the Fed is buying 70% of the bonds? China's got 1.2 trillion. They're tapering back on what they're buying. Japan's got 900 billion. They almost got $1 trillion in U.S. debt. They just had a horrific tsunami and earthquake. Hopefully they don't have to start selling theirs. But I don't think they'll be stepping up and buying a whole lot more. PIMCO fund, Bill Gross, the biggest bond fund in the world, just sold all of his U.S. Treasury bonds and now shorting them. He stepped away. The Federal Reserve has no choice but to print in order to keep us operational. So that's the bottom line. The bottom line is, who's going to buy the bonds? The Federal Reserve has to keep printing money. And printing money, you just look at Argentina right now. 25% inflation. The president of Federal Reserve there says that she's going to increase the money supply by 20%, but that won't have an effect on inflation. I mean, has she lost her mind? I mean, it's all supply and demand, she thinks. Where's the demand coming from? The demand is from all the money you've been printing up and outsourcing to Brazil. They're printing up a bunch of money for you. You can't even keep your printing press running fast enough. You got to have Brazil printing up paper money for you. I mean, the dollar's going to continue to fall. It's fallen a record. The first quarter of this year, it fell 4.5% in the first quarter. That's the most fallen in 20 years in the first quarter of any year in the last 20 years. The dollar's fallen 10% since last time this year. This time last year, it's fallen 10%. The dollar is getting down near its all-time lows. So that's what's going to keep driving silver. Silver has so many things going for it. But the falling dollar is going to just keep pushing it up. And every time I see Geithner, it's so funny. He says, we got a strong dollar policy. Yeah, that's like a kid in high school with his straight A policy. And he goes after school every day and smokes joints with his buddies and gets drunk on the weekends and fails most of his tests. But it doesn't matter. He has a strong straight A policy. He's got a straight A policy. So, yeah, come on, whatever with your strong dollar policy. You can't listen to Tim Geithner. You can't listen to Ben Bernanke and his 0% inflation. Yeah, we have no inflation. That's why gas prices are just killing me. We don't have any inflation. I mean, you've inflated the money by the U.S. dollar by trillions of dollars, and you're saying there's no inflation. Everybody, whatever. Interest rates going to rise, and the shit's really going to hit the fan when we're paying close to $1 trillion a year in interest on the debt.